Usually, Muslims are like, if Allah knew that He's not going to give me this thing that I'm making dua for, then why is Allah making me do so much dua for that thing when He knows I'm not even going to be getting it? That's the thing, man. That's the thing. In this video, I'm going to be explaining to you exactly why is Allah allowing you to make dua for something when He knows that He's not going to be giving you that thing. I don't know why this question gets asked so much. I was going to say answered. By the way, bro, it's cold, so I'm going to go back inside. Why is it so cold outside? Habibi, first of all, listen. Some of you guys, when you make dua, you make it in such a way where you're just begging. Because you think that Allah wants you to sit down and beg, be like, please, please, Allah, please give me that thing. And then you think that was going to allow you to get the dua. But let me ask you a question. If you're going to be begging for something so much, that shows that you want that something so much, which shows that you've attached so much importance to that thing. So right now, do you really think Allah's going to give you something when you think that that thing is greater than Allah Himself? Otherwise, you wouldn't be begging for that thing. Do you see what I mean? Like all of you guys, most people, the ones that don't watch my videos, usually you're like you make so much dua, you beg for the thing that you want, and then you forget that you're actually associating that thing to be greater than Allah Himself. Because if you truly know that Allah is greater than that thing, wouldn't you just know that that thing is nothing? That thing is like there's no importance to it. So that's the thing, you've added so much inflated importance in your mind. So while you're making dua, you think you're actually doing a good thing, but you're actually associating partners with Allah. Do you see what I mean? Like this is the issue. You guys are like, oh, but Allah knew I was going to be making so much dua. So why is Allah like punishing me by not giving me that dua and making me sit down and beg and blah, blah, blah. It's not about you sitting down and you're making dua. It's about you associating partners with Allah unknowingly. So if, for example, right now you're making dua to get married to someone, or you're making a dua to start making a big amount of money per month, understand that the more that you put importance on that thing, the more you won't be getting that thing. Like the more importance you add, the less likely you will be getting it. Because Allah's trying to teach you a lesson. Allah's teaching you a lesson. Why are you associating partners with me when I am the greatest thing there is? While you yourself, you know that every salah you do, you're like Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. But in your mind, in your heart, you're not really believing Allahu Akbar. And by the way, this goes to everybody. Like the moment, anybody, even if you're non-Muslim, the moment that you attach so much importance to whatever it is, because everything is the same, by the way. Everything is all the same. Once you attach so much importance to that thing, think of it like you'll never be getting that thing. Like when you were in high school, the girl that you wanted the most is the girl that you'll never be getting. But then when you talk to the girl that you don't even like, it's like it's so easy. And this is for everybody. Like if you're a girl, when you talk to the guy that you don't even like, it's like, oh, it's so easy to talk to him. But the person that you like, you get so nervous around them, you get so shy, you get so anxious, because you're attaching so much importance to that thing. Once you attach too much importance to a thing in your mind, in your being, that thing will never come to you, man. It'll never come to you. This is literally like a universal law. And I wish for more people to start learning about this, because you guys think, you're like, oh, like Allah loves it when I beg for something. But no, no, who told you that, man? Allah doesn't want you to start associating partners with Allah. Allah wants you to only have Allah in mind as the greatest thing there is, as greater than everything else in the world. And then once you do that, Habibi, once you do that, that's when the statement kun fayakun becomes a reality, because now, like, the only thing that you have in your mind is just Allah. You have nothing else in your mind. And so when you have, by the way, this is why they say wanting nothing gives you everything. Understand that. Wanting nothing attracts everything. Stop being the person that goes and chases for things. The fact that you are going and chasing for things and you're begging for things, it just shows that you are lacking and you'll never be able to get those things. Understand, as the Khalifa of the earth, you're supposed to be the one that walks around with a full cup. A full cup. How do you get a full cup? You go back to Allah. This moment, Habibi, like before we even finish this video, get back to Allah. Like just keep your attention on Allah. How do I keep my attention on Allah? Be in the present moment. Just be in the present moment. The present moment is eternity, by the way. The present moment is timelessness. When you're focusing on your breath, and then you start to realize like things are so beautiful because everything is infused with the mercy of Allah, so much so to the point that everything vibrates with the mercy of Allah. Once you start just putting your attention on Allah and you slow down your brainwaves and you slow down the thinking, that's when you have an overflowing cup. You make your cup overflow. And now once you have an overflowing cup, do you need anything anymore? How can you need anything when you already have everything? Do you know what I mean? Like, how can you even want anything when you already have everything? And you'll feel this, like you'll be walking around and you're just like, what the heck? I'm just so grateful for no reason. Like if someone were to look at my life, it's like, bro, I just lost a family member. I lost so much money. I just broke up. And then on the inside, I'm like so grateful. How is this even possible? It's possible because you're putting your attention on the infinite. And so Allah is Al-Wadud, which means the most loving. So if you want love, become loving first. How do I become loving? Put your attention on Allah. Understand that this body that Allah has given you is so powerful. Understand that the moment that Allah has placed you in is so powerful. Understand that you're just constantly flowing with the mercy of Allah without even knowing it. And then once you start doing that, and then you start to have love in your heart, you start to have gratitude in your heart, you start to rise up those low-level emotions. You're not stuck in the low-level emotions anymore. Once you start doing that, and then you just make a request. Just make a request, any request that you want. Because in reality, you won't even need anything. You'll just be doing things that things happen. But now just make a request from that state and watch how fast everything starts coming to you. And things are coming to you fast because now you've understood. And Allah's like, well, you're not putting your attention on the dunya anymore. You're only putting your attention on me, the creator. Well, here you go. Things just come easy. Because now it's like you have everything now. You have everything. You can never get things when you're lacking. And by the way, even you as a human, you know that. Like when someone is very like needy towards you, you never even want to give them anything. You've seen this. So like when someone talks like they're needy, you don't even want to associate with them. But when someone talks like they're so valuable, like they're so full, you get attracted to that person. It's just a universal law. And Allah's trying to show you all these ayat. It's like, look, like this is the type of energy that you're supposed to be having. So why are you now lacking that? Especially if you're a Muslim. Especially if you're a Muslim. Like, why are you placing so much attention on the dunya? Like, there's so many quotes, even I'm pretty sure you've read, when you place your attention on the dunya, you become a slave to the dunya. And the dunya, by nature, it sucks your energy and it keeps you depleted. It just keeps you depleted. You look at even like anybody that goes so much into sin, they have depleted energy because they've given all their energy to the dunya. And so you need to recharge this energy. How do you recharge it? Just sit down, Habibi, sit down. Sit down and understand that there is La ilaha illallah. The only being that there is just Allah. Everything else is fake. Everything else in reality doesn't even exist. Everything else will be destroyed. The only thing that remains is the face of Allah. So understand that. And then from that state, go and make dua. So stop saying, oh, but why did Allah make me make so much dua when He knew I wasn't going to get that thing? Allah's trying to teach you a lesson, Habibi. And plus, by you being in this negative thinking, you're still not even learning that lesson. You're not learning the lesson because you're still stuck in your negativity. Understand, you'll never get what you want until you get back to Allah. And then you'll know that you're back to Allah when you feel valuable. You feel valuable because you are value itself. You've just forgotten because you've strayed away from Allah. All of you guys, like, and I don't know why, Muslim speakers, they don't really talk about this stuff. They're still talking about level 1 stuff. This is like PhD level stuff. When you keep placing your attention on Allah and then you stay in the present, like meditate, Habibi, meditate. Sit in the presence and meditate. Keep your attention only on the breath because the breath is always in the present moments. Forget about the past. Forget about how, oh, Allah did this and Allah. Forget about all that stuff. Just forget about everything. Get past the mind. And then once you get past the mind, naturally you'll just be flowing with the will of Allah. And then when you are like that, again, make any dua that you want. Any dua. It'll come like it's so fast. It'll come like, and by the way, you won't even be surprised on how things will come. Because you'll just be like, yeah, well, I was already full before I even got that. Like you'll just know things will start happening and you won't even be questioning how things will be happening. It's just you will know things will be happening. And you're not even surprised when things are happening. How can you be surprised? It's like you already have the ultimate. So there's no more surprise. There's no more predicting. You're just like, this is enjoyable. You're watching your life as if like you're watching a movie. You're like, hey, I wonder where it's going to be coming from. It's like that. It's like it just becomes like a fun thing. Because now you realize it's like, oh, it's just a game. This is just delusions. All of it is just delusions. Enjoy the delusion, knowing that I'm already with the real. And that's beautiful. And that's very beautiful. I've tried this in my own life, by the way. I've actually tried this in my own life. Whenever I used to make dua from a state of lack, never comes to you. It can never come to you. Because Allah's trying to show you that same thing that you're making dua for is not the thing that is going to make you feel abundance. Understand that. That same thing you're making dua for is not the thing that will make you feel abundance. The only thing that will truly fill this void in your heart is just Allah. And the key is to get back to Allah in every moment, man. Just because you got back into Allah right now, and when you finish watching this video, doesn't mean that, like, it means you still have to get back to Allah. Be a Muslim in every single moment. Renew your faith, your iman, your yaqeen, every single moment. It's a moment by moment thing. But anyway, man, hoping this was helpful. If it was, I'm hoping it's going to answer this question that most people have. Like, it's such a silly question, man. It's a very silly question. So if this was helpful, man, just let me know.